Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. Sims 4 video. Gonna be rebuilding the gym in Willow Creek. Well, rebuilding, redecorating it, redesigning it. I left the shell pretty much the way you see it. Don't know why a gym would need balconies. And those 2014 windows and doors have got to go. The color scheme might shock a few of you. I hope you don't mind. I liked the colorful flair, so I tried to jazz it up just a little bit, but I kind of stuck with it. I also wondered, was it necessary to have a lounge area in a gym? I myself have not visited a gym in, wow, some decades. I was never a fan of public display. Still not. And I would much rather have done all of this in the privacy of my own home. But I did date a few fellas who were into this, so that's what I go off of. And every gym I had ever been in was either a boxing gym, which smelled horrific, and was just cinder block and towels everywhere, a few of those metal folding chairs, but basically just a ring. And then as far as gyms go, they usually had a tiny glassed-in foyer, and then you'd go through that to get to the reception desk. And then you'd have to go through another door, and all of a sudden, there's all your equipment. And it's lined up against all the walls. There's a few things in the center, but very rarely. The center was where you kind of stood, and then you chose whatever machine you wanted. And I'm talking whatever machine you wanted. The ellipticals and the runners and the weightlifting, it was all just there. It was very claustrophobic for me as well because there were no windows in any of the gyms that I had ever visited, except in that front area. So I don't know what I'm doing here. And when I look at the ones in other worlds in this game, it seems to be the same running theme. Lots of open spaces, lots of windows. Maybe it's like that in different parts of the country. Or maybe I just never visited an upper class gym. Who knows? Could be either or. And then the floor, I went with it at first. I'm like, okay, well, let's get a light wood in here. And then after a while, I'm like, why would you have a wooden floor? Every gym and fitness center that I've ever been in has had carpeted flooring. I believe it's like carpet above cement. The only place I've ever seen wood in a venue is at a bowling alley. So I could be completely wrong. But I got rid of the wood. And I chose that glamour tough concrete stuff. I left the wood in the yoga room. But there again, I started thinking, wait a minute. When you are doing this, the free build to change a venue, there's an option to click that venue and it'll give you all the build items that you should include or at least try to include. And they had everything from spa day, just about everything in there. Except for the nail care. No, they had the nail care chair, yeah. And I started using it, and then I'm thinking to myself, stop. This isn't a spa, it's a gym. Because I wanted to put a sauna in here. And then I told myself, wait a minute, this is Willow Creek. We're not in some fancy schmancy place. This is old school land, right? And I didn't want to deviate from that. What would you say, aesthetic. So I kind of went back to my roots, well, Willow Creek's roots. So I undid a few of the things that you see here. You'll see it when we get to the walkthrough, which was very disappointing again. The lag has increased instead of decreasing. But I didn't have too much trouble on the walkthrough this time, and I think it's because there was only 2 floors. And it's a pretty open place. But there are 2 trees in the back, and I really like the way I set up the back of this place, and they just don't appear in the walkthrough. They're there in live mode, but they're not there for the walkthrough. I didn't give, did I? Yeah, I did put a computer there. Okay. I didn't give him a chair. I don't know how these front desks work. They don't ask you, but the option is there to put a front desk in, and then nobody ever works it. So I don't know who pays for this gym, or if you get membership or what. I don't know how it works. But there were people working the yoga. The bathroom is the only thing that I'm not too pleased with. But they used it fine. There were no issues. There was no... Did they get rid of that embarrassment thing if you see somebody naked? I don't know. But I tried to make it as personalized as I could without adding walls. So I set the showers up in an odd way. You'll see it in a minute. I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think. If it was a good idea or a bad idea. But there are a total of 6 showers, 3 sinks, and 3 stalls in that bathroom. Now this area I really liked. I thought it was kind of cool. I know it looks a little jail-like, but it offers privacy, but at the same time it offers a view. But see, there should be 2 trees there, and there aren't. I also wanted to put a little fountain where you see the against the wall there. And there's something wrong with the flooring here. It kept saying you can't build on top of some kind of flooring or something. I don't know. So we watched this guy try to get it up there. Hey, oops. Gosh, I didn't mean to say that. Try to... Oh no, should I scratch that? It's not what I meant. I hope you guys know that. Try to get his feet up. So this is the 2nd floor. And yeah, it's very colorful, 3 different colors. But again, I didn't mind that. I thought this is kind of interesting. It's very... They're colors that would get you, I guess, motivated. They would wake you up. And I did fill it in with maybe too much plant life, but that's me. I like doing that. I like the way the tiles kind of work together, and I like that I put the sinks in the middle. But I just don't know how I feel about this. They're all using it, and I haven't seen anybody complain. The windows were another thing. I know they look factory-like, but if it rained, the rain would run right down into the floor, the way they're opened and closed. I'm pretty sure a factory window opens from within, so that the angle is on the inside, not the outside. Whatever. By the way, I put 3 massage tables there, and I think that's 1 too many. So if there were 2, it would have been better. Because only 2 workers showed up too. Nobody was attending this when I did the video here. However, there was someone here at the time, and a lot of people were in this room. And then I guess they just moved on. But I like it. I just don't know that it's necessary. Why would you need this at a gym? You know what? I ran with it. I hope it's okay. But I do like the colors, and I'm not displeased with the way it turned out. I hope you guys agree. I hope you think it was worth watching. I don't know. It is rather bright. And yes, I'm a big fan of that fern, if you haven't noticed already. I really like using that fern. I think it's great for privacy, yet it lets in light. I don't see that it would be something that you would never see in a building, but maybe that TV is a little too small, but there is a larger one upstairs. I was also worried about too many mirrors, but then I thought, no. At least my memory of gyms is lots of mirrors all over the place. So that is basically it. I wonder what you guys think. You're welcome to leave your comments and opinions in the comment section below. I have no mind. I don't mind that at all. I do hope you enjoyed this. I also thank you so much for being with me today and watching this with me. I really hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. And by the way, as always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Take care of yourselves now. Bye-bye.